N-A-D-O stuff. Studio. So, are you here on this channel? Or did you click this video because you want to learn to perform with Push 2? Yes? Well, let me show you 5 tips and tricks how to play Push 2 live on the stage, how to use it as well as you can to play whatever you want. These trips, why? What am I saying? These tips are for you to perform live. It's less DJing and more actually playing using Push 2 as an instrument and as a musical tool to react on a stage like you would with an instrument. Yeah? So I can do one video also about DJing if you would like, so just comment that below and we will do one for you. Please subscribe my channel and like this video so I know that you like it. Yeah? Okay, now let's go for the tip number 1, 64 rack view. So what you need to do first is go and have a MIDI track. So now you can go to drums and add a drum rack to the MIDI track. So you can see this empty grid that you can fill with samples, drag and drop anything you want. So samples, songs, whatever you want to trigger from the 64 pad view. And what you will do after that is just click layout twice. You will come to 64 rack view. You can see all of the samples that you had created for it. Yeah. So it's really good, for example, finger drumming on a stage or launching clips which are a little bit longer while playing other instruments simultaneously. Same time. Example, you can take a clip that is already a beat, a little bit longer, and then you can add a little bit of a synth chord on the other end. And what you can do also is change the colors of the pad. What you need to do is press shift, hold it down, select a pad, and select a color. And that's how you will navigate when it's dark on a stage and you know exactly where everything is. Okay? Okay, tip number 2 is a session view on Push 2. If you're familiar with Ableton Live, you know that there's 2 views. There's session view and there's arrangement view. So in a session view, you can have the tracks this way around, and then you can have scenes this way around. So when you press the scenes, you can play all those scenes simultaneously. I really can't say that word. Same time. So what you can do is arrange all your setup on session view, and then you can just click either separately the samples you want to play, or you can press the buttons on the right side of the 64 pads on Push. You can just launch the clips that you already prepared. So if you're quite new with Push, this is such a good way of starting just with samples, and then you can just perform. But it still gives you the flexibility of how many times verse comes, how many times chorus comes, because then you can just click when it's the time to move to a next part, is when just clicking from the scene. What you can do is just stop the clips by pressing under it for empty space, and then launch it again by pressing it again. So you can launch it like that and stop it by pressing under it, or you can launch them by pressing from the scenes from the side. Yeah. So tip number 3 is working with the session view. So if you have the session view planned and you have all those samples, but you want to also play on a stage a bit more organically and feel that you're actually creating something on the stage while you are performing, you can go between note view and session view. Okay, so there's 2 different views. There's session view and there's a note view. You can find them from the right side of the Push 2. When you press session view, it will allow you to see all the clips of all the tracks. When you press note view, it allows you to play all the instruments separately. So what you can do, example, is first start with the session view, launch a couple of clips, which can be example drum beat, and then you go to note view, and then you do some cool synth on the top of it. Yes? So that allows you to be still on time, be safe, you know, not go off time or anything on the stage, but it still allows you to be creative on the stage and just feel your vibes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so what you can also do is live loop with push 2 on the stage. There's a couple ways of actually looping on a stage with push 2, but one of the most simple ways is just having an audio track or having, example, 2 audio tracks that you activate on the bottom of the tracks, so that there's like the red square, and then after that you will see when you go to the session view on push 2, so you will see that they're pink, and that means that they're activated and you can start recording on them. Just before looping, just make sure that you have the fixed length on the left side of push 2 activated, or if you don't want it, just make that sure that the fixed length settings are the way that you want it. If it's not activated, it just goes as long as you want, so it's not maybe determined in time. Yes, then you go to the session view and you just click one of the pink square pads that are activated and you start playing, and then when you are done with the playing, you just click it again. If it's set in time, if the fixed length is on, it will start looping it automatically, so you don't need to click it again. So the fifth tip is effects. So what you can do is that you can go to your master track on the right side on your Ableton Live. You can add on the master track any of the effects you want to use. But example, Ableton Live usually has really good like effect rack bundles that you can use, especially if you're a beginner, and then you can create your own later when you are more experienced. You go to audio effects, from there you go to audio effect rack, and then from there you go to performance and DJ. Put those in a master track. You can either drag and drop them, or you can just double click if you have a master track highlighted and it will go there. And then what you can do after that, there is a button called master just on the right, top right area. If you have many effects on it, you can select them all separately from the top row. You click from there and you can see all the effects that are on the master tracks. So what you can then do is just start using those while the music is playing. So you can put like high pass filters, low pass filters, to put delays, and there's plenty of different type of stuff that you can put in there. Yeah. Okay, so that was my 5 tips and tricks how to perform with push 2. If you also are a beginner for push 2, I have a video called Start Producing with Push 2, and it's linked down below. And also I have a video called Pro Tips on push 2, and I also put it down below so you can find more info there. Also, if you want to learn more about push 2, just let me know down in the comments. If you like this video, please give it thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe me, then please subscribe so that I can keep on doing all this stuff. Yes, and I'll see you later. Näkemiin, nähdään myöhemmin. I'll see you later. Bye.